Welcome, dear viewers and followers of the professional hunting channel everywhere. Today's adventure is with a bird that can kill a lion with one kick. It's the ostrich. Ostriches are the largest, heaviest, and fastest running birds in the world. In fact, they're the fastest of all two-legged animals. When they need to sprint, they can reach speeds of up to 69 kilometers per hour, 43 miles per hour. And when they need to defend themselves, they can kick with enough power to kill a lion. Ostriches look quite different from most other birds. They have long, strong legs, a large body, a long neck, and a small head. They also have the largest eyes of any bird. They are 5 centimeters, 2 inches, wide. These eyes are actually bigger than their brains, which are unusually small for their body size. This trait is common among all ratites, the biggest family of flightless birds. There are 2 living species of ostriches, the common ostrich and the Somali ostrich. The common ostrich is native to sub-Saharan Africa, while the Somali ostrich resides in the Horn of Africa region. The ostrich lives in a variety of habitats, from hot savannas to deserts to open woodlands. They can be found in pairs, small groups, or large collections depending on the season. For breeding, small groups are run by a male leader with a dominant female. The male mates with multiple hens in the group and digs a shallow nest for the entire group to use. When all the eggs are laid, the male leader and dominant female incubate them for around 42 days before they hatch. Ostrich chicks hatch fully feathered and ready to run. Ostriches help keep their ecosystems healthy by controlling rodent populations and spreading the seeds of the many plants they eat. They also form symbiotic relationships with other animals in the ecosystem. For example, ostriches allow gazelle to share their feeding grounds. And in return, the highly responsive gazelles provide an early warning of incoming predators. The common ostrich's scientific name is Struthio camelus. The name originates from the ancient Greek Strouthhocamelos, which means camel sparrow. They used the term for camel in reference to the ostrich's dry habitat in Africa. The Somali ostrich's scientific name is Struthio molybdophanes. The common ostrich is listed as least concern on the IUCN Red List, meaning it's not endangered or considered close to becoming endangered in the near future. However, the IUCN notes that the ostrich's population trend is decreasing, and they face a number of threats such as hunting, habitat loss, and natural predators. The Somali ostrich is listed as vulnerable. This species is threatened by hunting, including for practice, and habitat loss. Ostriches are native to Africa and aren't naturally found anywhere else in the world. The common ostrich lives predominantly in 2 areas, across the southern portion of the Sahara Desert, covering Mauritania, Mali, Niger, Chad, Sudan, and down into Tanzania, and in the south of the continent covering Namibia, Zimbabwe, Botswana, and South Africa. The Somali ostrich lives in the Horn of Africa, including in Ethiopia, Kenya, Somalia, and Djibouti. Their habitats include hot savannas and open woodland. There is also a small population of ostriches living in Australia. Humans brought these birds to Australia in the 1890s and again in the 1970s because they wanted to farm their feathers and meat. However, most of the farms failed, and the birds were released into the wild, where they survived and still exist in small numbers. However, it's thought that breeding is difficult for the ostriches in the Australian climate, so they may not be able to survive long term. Although ostriches aren't endangered, they do face a range of threats. They're hunted for their feathers, meat, and eggs, and they are caught for use in tourist entertainment. They're also experiencing habitat loss, and face many natural predators. An ostrich with Mount Kilimanjaro in the background, Amboseli National Park, Kenya. While legal ostrich farms exist all over the world, wild ostriches are also poached in their natural habitat. Their feathers are used in fashion, their meat and eggs for food, and their fat in skincare products. In some parts of Africa, ostriches have been trained for saddle and sulky racing, and tourists can ride ostriches as an activity. These birds are illegally poached from the wild in the same manner as those hunted for meat and feathers. And they live short, painful lives as the racing and weight carrying wear down their bodies. As farms, towns, tourist spots, infrastructure, and plantations develop and expand throughout Africa, they decrease the amount of land available for ostriches. This lowers their population numbers over time, since fewer resources are available and cannot sustain a larger number of ostriches. Natural predators are, of course, a natural part of life. However, ostriches and their eggs have a large number of predators, including lions, leopards, cheetahs, wild dogs, hyenas, vultures, and jackals. When ostrich populations decrease, these high rates of predation hinder their ability to recover. Emus and ostriches are both members of a group of flightless birds, known as ratites. The group also includes rheas, cassowaries, kiwis, and a few extinct species. Ratites likely share a common ancestor, possibly even one that could fly. It's easy to tell ostriches and emus apart once you know what to look for. First, emus live in Australia and are smaller than ostriches. They have 3 toes on each foot, while an ostrich has only 2. An emu also has full feathers on its neck, whereas an ostrich has only a fine layer of wispy feathers, making its head and neck appear bare. Finally, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell button to stay up to date with all the latest content. And don't forget to like the video and comment with the name of the country you're following me from.